good evening, and welcome to Manticore. My name is Philip, and I am your keeper, and I am joined by some of our most delightful, though not perhaps, they're tied with all the other players who've been on in terms of delightfulness players. Say good evening, players.
Good evening, players.
I only said
Good
that
evening,
because Shuby
players.
is in chat, and I didn't want Shuby to think I was saying you guys are more delightful.
Oh, why is she not playing?
Well, because of our system of actual answers, because she couldn't last week, so therefore that's how the system works, where you can't, it was Hi, Shuby.
I mean, she could randomly come out of the hospital whenever.
Oh, her character, you mean?
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't think we've ever missed a character as much as we missed Miss Mills in one session.
Boy, yeah, Miss Mills' presence last week was a rough thing. Well,
yeah.
In any case, speaking of rough things from last week, let's talk about what happened last week, which, to be honest with you, as I should have known as soon as we have Pierce and Andrew in a game together, was we did not get as far as I had expected we would because there was too much talking. But, on the other hand, there was a lot of very good talking, so is it too much? You understand what I'm saying? One time, Pierce likes to talk about this, but I'll reference it. Now, this is also not one that's an accusation thrown at Andrew because he wasn't at this game. It was an off-stream game. But we did once have a session in which we played for like 2.5 hours and they didn't leave the room they were in. It was literally just 5 or 6 players wanting to speak as these other people for a while. They just talked about plans. They talked about what they were going to do. They didn't leave the room. And
It was actually... Philip is being a little too kind. It was longer than that because it was an off-stream game, and those went to at least 3 hours.
Yeah, they didn't always, but yes, I think by then it might have been longer. But the point is, they were... Point is, people can chat. So we didn't make it where I thought we would, and yet we made it places I didn't think we'd go, which is also delightful. Last week, first off, Mr. Chips and Dr. Day both failed to adequately heal themselves.
Oh, that's right. We're still pretty messed up.
We only spent 15 minutes on that.
We only spent 15 minutes on them because they well, actually no, it's actually rougher on Chips because Chips was like, I will go to the hospital and seek medical treatment, and it didn't take.
We're the same.
Meanwhile,
level.
Dr. Day was like, I'm not going to the hospital. So the fact that his failure, they're also, I believe, you're both like 2 points or 1 point under.
Wounded, yeah.
Under the point where you would, so that's hilarious. They were summoned, however, back to the New England Society of the Paranormal, along with Miss Rose Josephine Welland, who might be joining us later, but might not be, and as well as, this was an interesting point. I don't know if this was explicitly stated. I think it was kind of clear what was going on. They were brought here by Silas Green, a federal agent, who had some questions for them. Also in the room was Catherine Lowell Grant, mother of Artie, whom we met a couple of weeks before. But Catherine, strictly speaking, was not invited to this meeting, but she was there and chose to be present, and Silas Green, knowing who she was, certainly didn't send her away, so she has been brought in, but she's kind of a wild card.
A what? Yes.
Wild card in the situation. Silas basically expressed... first of all, Silas told them that he understood. He worked for a branch of the government that was aware of some of the unusual things that this organization was seeing.
Silas was a fucking dick.
I don't think that's true at all. I think Silas is a very competent, capable
one of these
public servant.
Patriots.
Worst kind of G-men there are.
Oh, please.
We don't like him.
I'm sure Dr. Day doesn't mean that. I'm sure Dr. Day thinks that I'm a perfectly fine.
No.
Well,
clearly it's someone unwilling to share information that needs to be shared. Let bureaucracy run amok.
Believe me, Dr. Day, I'll share all the information that needs to be shared. And for the record,
Classic.
I, for one, as a proud American, embrace your right to voice your opinion publicly with no fear of reprisal. I do want to point out that Silas Green's positions are weird, but they're not they're not necessarily analogous to bad positions of now. Some are gonna be, but some are not. So it's like, don't just assume. Like, he would not be happy with the current administration because they're
sounds like a lot of rationalization to me.
They're not putting the best people in. He's really into the best people, but who he thinks the best people are is a problem in and of itself. But let's not talk more about Silas Green until I do, when I get to him again in the story here. Like right now, he expressed to you that a structure had appeared somewhere, and at this structure there is a door, and through this door is somewhere else, somewhere that federal agents, for I would say understandable reasons, are barred from going, but private citizens, contractors, patriots, whatever you'd like to call yourselves, are welcome to venture there if they sort of chose to, which is why he's come here. He especially wanted to speak to, he wanted Mr. Chips and Dr. Day because of their previous exposure to things from other places. He also wanted Miss Wells because of her expertise in architecture, and Mrs. Grant because she's here.
You may call me Ms. It's fine.
In any event, he said, Day kind of asked, like, what do we get for helping? He said, you're curious. You'll obviously be there tomorrow at 9 a.m. And then he left, say you can come to the train station. And I feel like basically everyone with some chatting back and forth were like, yes, we're obviously all going to the train station tomorrow. But there were some tensions between the group, some troubles over Dr. Day's behavior when he was with Mrs. Grant's son, Artie. And Miss Welland remembered as well some of his outbursts that made him seem not totally sane. At which point, basically, the ladies endeavored to get more information from the missing member, the missing member of the organization, who is still in the hospital after her trip to Fort Hamilton. They visited the woman's hospital, where Mrs. Grant examined Miss Mills, deeming her wounds inconsistent with normal injuries. They also found the mysterious John Jansen there, tall and buff, who had been waiting at her side. And yet he did confirm that he was allowing... He confirmed that Silas Green was there of his own authority. Miss Grant also found out that Silas Green is a legit... She cabled or to telegraph someone and got word back from a senator that he is legit and that he holds some sway, and people like to just give him a wide berth. They don't want to get wrapped up in his nonsense. In the meantime, most disappointingly, Mr. Chips and Dr. Day went to Dr. Day's laboratory, where they synthesized more of the sort of substance that was various poisons and organic compounds that were so effective against those beings from somewhere else. Well, I say so effective. They were moderately effective. What was more effective was Mr. Baskerville succeeding at a summoning ritual and gaining power. That's really what got them to go away. But they showed some effectiveness. But tragically, no urchins came to eat these wounded men, which
tragically
would have been, for the record, the funniest. Like, if Chips had died too from being eaten by urchins in his wounded state, that would have been like, oh, okay. Well, anyway, the ladies will now go investigate a door. Anyway.
Honestly, it's given my track history, it's shocking it didn't.
Yeah. Shocking, tragic, use whatever words. Disappointing. That is pretty much all I can recall from last week. Are there any key moments, key elements? Oh, Miss Welland was asking. Miss Welland seems to greatly admire Mrs. Grant, but also wondered why her son is so upsetting. I believe that was how Miss Welland. Like, if you're so great, why is your son the way he is? I think she said something to that effect.
Yeah.
I don't recall that. I
there's a pretty good dynamic of
I definitely
Miss Welland
that.
really wanting to be around Miss Grant, but Miss Grant only wanting to be around Miss Welland as a matchmaker. Mm-hmm. It's a real good dynamic.
That is an accurate read. of the dynamic.
He's a fabulous boy when you get to know him.
Do we have any other key?
Jesus Christ! It just does. You're changing your background.
Jed's background. The worst is the one who's smiling right over his head.
Yeah.
You just imagine. Yeah. You just imagine that little Boston urchin going.
Yeah.
Fandron. I don't get it. So. Yeah. Any other points of order? Things I neglected to mention. That's how I shortened the word mention. It saves time. It saves time. That's how I shortened the word time.
I thought you were calling me a mensch.
I understand why you would, but no. What I was saying is... Shuby is loudly cackling, I assume, at the orchard photos. So, yeah. There we go. Alright, well. If you guys are feeling good, I think we're gonna roll on. Yes.
Yeah, that's great.
Had we done the experiments at the end, right? Where we had basically gone to, or we'd done the manufacturing. Yeah.
Yes.
Last week, yes, you successfully synthesized,
2.
You've got like a couple of, you have some vials of it. You've got some doses. Suppose we should have determined how many you made. Genuinely can't remember the degree of success on those. But
it was not astounding, I don't believe.
Okay, in that case, we'll say that between the two...
I think it was, like, I don't think it was barely, but it wasn't...
It
was hard and I was normal.
Yeah.
That sounds right.
Okay.
Actually, that is right, yes.
I
was hard, you
Very
were
well.
normal.
In that case,
which is...
in that case, Dr. Day, you have 3 of them. And Mr. Chips has 1. You could distribute those as 2 and 2, though, if you'd like. 2 of these kind of, stoppered flasks.
And I'd also like to, because it was Hira. I don't think we stated it as part of the action there, but I do want to take the dagger that created the wound mouth with me.
Oh, right. Yeah, you can have it.
Because I know that is at least something that can hurt paranormal entities.
I do feel like Dr. Day would make it very clear that it is just a dagger. It's not a supernatural dagger.
Oh, I don't know that's necessarily supernatural. I just have seen it work. You know what I mean?
Sure, but it worked just.
Also, it's a nice dagger.
As far as daggers go, it seems excellent make. It works on people and things. If those things happen to be housing extra planar entities, then
sure. The thing is, like, look at this dagger. I know if I stab a regular person with this dagger, it's going to work, right?
Yes.
But if I take another dagger and I stab it into a not regular person, I don't know if it's going to work. I've seen this one work. That's all. It's just sort of an empirical evidence kind of thing.
I mean,
right? That's a scientific thing. You should get that, right?
Okay. Well, the words you said do have meaning normally, but when you put them in that order, they don't quite mean what you seem to assume they mean, but it's fine. You keep the dagger if it makes you feel good, and it is a very functional dagger, so you are correct in that. I guess what I'm saying is if you see a space tentacle, don't assume that dagger is going to work on
Look,
it.
I'm not looking to get in any fights here, but I want to be able to defend myself if I do.
And I
maybe with that Silas guy, that guy does seem like he might just need at least someone to give him just a good punch one time. Doesn't really seem like someone's done that.
I do fully embrace that idea and encourage you to do that. Also, if you see him or his people with something that would appear to be a weapon, maybe we just take that, since they seem to have some knowledge that they're not sharing with us about this whole situation.
Oh, I'm all for taking their guns.
Okay.
Well, anyway, I guess let's go ahead and start the game now.
I figure
very
we're
comforting to
honest
have you here, Mr. Chips. Very comforting.
We'll begin the next morning at 9 a.m. at the train station.
Yes.
I assume that you have all have showed up with what bags you're taking.
3 bags, yes.
Three.
Or were we
three
supposed to
bags.
pack? Were we supposed to? Is this not just like another one overnight thing?
But you need to be prepared, darling.
No.
And what's the dress code? Will we need to go on the
Well,
lines?
You
my comments, I am wherever I am, so I think we'll be fine.
All right.
So the next, yes, here at 9 a.m. as you meet each other on the platform, you do see that Agent Green is there.
Mr. Green?
Good morning. I'm unsurprised to see you all here. I'm going to break sort of part of the rule of this and say, or rule of how I've been doing this stuff. We will say Miss Welland. He will say Miss Welland actually arrived early, and I wanted her to get a chance to begin inspecting the structure ahead of time. So she's gone on an earlier train. You can meet her at the site.
Wonderful. That mousy girl is quite sharp.
Very conscientious.
Well, if you're prepared, we're heading onto this train right here. It's a train heading down to Philadelphia.
Wonderful. A lot of good organizing in Philadelphia.
Man,
Just absolutely, it's a bastion of a cradle of American democracy.
well. All right. Never been, never heard a good thing, but excited to find out otherwise.
Wonderful.
Never heard a good thing. Wow. I love how Chips is just always there to, be complimentary to his host wherever he goes.
Mr. Chips, would you mind carrying one of my bags?
Certainly.
No problem. I can carry all 3, but
No,
it'd be
you-
an assistant.
You look like a very sturdy woman. I don't doubt that.
I am.
And
Thank you,
now,
dear.
like,
All right. He leads you all into a a private compartment. Nods to you and says, "I'm gonna go speak to a couple of my men on the train, but certainly, if you have any questions, I'll try to answer them now. But my answer for most of them will be, it will be easier if you simply look at the site and see what's there."
is there a meal
That-
included
and-
in the train ticket?
In this cabin, yes, there will be a meal for you, Mr. Chips.
That's all
Wonderful.
I need to know.
How long is the journey?
Ooh, how long is the journey? Time for historical accuracy. How long train ride? Boston to Philly, 1880s.
God, that's already like 20 hours today. Like,
Oh no, it's not that.
actually, it might be faster in the 1880s than it is now.
It says 8 to 12 hours, but you probably will have to change trains.
Well, that's fine. That's fine. All right, here we go.
Yes.
Toot toot.
So yes.
I have a quick question for you, Mr.
Mm.
Agent.
Sorry. Go ahead.
No,
Doctor.
It's fine, Miss Grant, please.
So out of character. Is this train a Grant train?
Oh, you are
That's a good
a
question.
railroad magnate. Please roll me a luck roll.
Oh, I was hoping for credit rating.
Mm.
Not gonna lie.
That'll come next.
A luck roll.
A luck roll. A 63.
Oh no, 74.
It is not a Grant train. However, give me a credit roll.
One of these
Credit rating roll,
Union-
nevertheless.
Union Pacific.
Yeah.
Wait, none of the
Disgusting.
trains are Grant trains?
You
You did say we'd have to
Four.
change.
yes, but you're
Oh.
you're not on any of her
40
lines.
42. So that's a hard
With
success.
a hard success, you have. They do recognize who you are, and they sort of upgrade you
yes.
to like the elite status that they show.
I don't.
Out of
That's and I.
but
I
it's like,
appreciate that.
it's almost disrespectful, you know. It's
I would like.
competitor,
yes.
of course, let us show you a fine time.
No. That's fine. That's fine. And I politely refuse because that's ridiculous.
So, with that, you're on the road to the thing, and but yes, Dr. J, he's kind of popped back in after, we'll say, a little time passed, and they brought some food to Mr. Chips, but he'll come back there. Yes, Dr. J, you have a question.
Yes. Has anything gone through the door yet.
Oh, I understand. No. We had a reason to assume, based on some of the markings around the door, as well as other sort of just a feeling that this door might lead elsewhere. As such, we have yet to open it or cross through it. But some of our what limited scientific measurements we've taken around it indicate some degree of difference beyond the door, if that makes sense. It doesn't seem consistent with what sort of spatially would be behind the door, if you understand.
Well, I don't really share the measurements, but I can imagine
Though I do
the
not
details
have them,
of which you were speaking.
I don't have them specifically on me, but you are more than welcome to review them all once we arrive.
Understood.
I believe it had largely to do with some rapping on the door, testing echoes and density, some of these sorts of things.
Understood. Thank you.
Of course. Any other questions?
Are we there yet?
We are not there yet, but we don't have to go all the way to Philadelphia. We're simply on a train heading that direction. We're going. It's elsewhere it's a more rural area in Pennsylvania.
Oh, interesting. All right.
Oh,
Sounds.
I've always wanted to see the countryside.
actually, I do have one more question.
Yes, please.
What is it you'd... What would you... What is
Oh,
it
spit
you...
it out, Dr. Day.
Well, I suppose it is, what would you consider a successful trip visit from us?
Understood.
What is it you want out of this?
We have many questions
question.
about this structure. Certainly understanding what is on the other side of the door is a very useful one. But I will add, knowing how it got there, if it is an intentional arrival or if it's something that just happened, that is the question most prominent in my mind. To be perfectly frank, what is on the other side of the door is, of course, of great interest, but it is not my primary one. My primary one is understanding how this thing has appeared. Are we going to have more structures like this appearing on American soil? Or off it, for that matter? Is this something we can predict? Is this something that was by design? These are things we need to know.
Understood. Yes. Those were questions I had as well, but I was curious how you prioritized them.
How would you prioritize them yourself, as a scientist, as a scientific mind?
Well, I mean, I suppose they all provide some level of interest and import. The curiosity part of me definitely wishes to know what is on the other side of that door, but I suppose the most important part would be how it was created, because understanding that would allow one to replicate it again and thus study it further.
Also true.
So yes, I suppose the method of creation and yeah, that would be the most important question. I do not know if that's one that we'll be able to answer, but if I had my druthers, that would be the bottom fact I would search for.
Good to know. Mr. Chips, do you have any questions yourself? Are you enjoying your breakfast?
Yeah, some good eggs. What kind of clearly you all are sort of prepared and knowledgeable about this place, in that you've at least sought out some expertise. But have you all made any sort of like precautions for yourself? Do you have any sort of, I don't know, any armor or any like weapons that you've determined are effective in these situations? I'm sort of
We have no.
I've had some experience now, but it's very little.
Well,
and actually sort of going toe to toe with these forces?
no, we have no we have no reason to even assume there's going to be any sort of violence or fighting or anything of that kind. We certainly have firearms.
Yes, you seldom do until a belly opens into a
planning.
mouth and eats your arm.
Full
Yes,
planning.
you're
So
right.
far, my experience is that 100% of the time these are violent encounters.
Well, I've had more experiences than you, and my percentage is much lower. I have to admit, though, having seen some of your reports, I'm certainly not suggesting anything is your fault, but I would say your actions at that place, particularly the actions of this Mr. Neville Baskerville, were certainly not the ones we would have undertaken, and I absolutely believe his approach exacerbated the situation.
Well, yeah, Baskerville definitely created a problem. He didn't really do what he said he was going to do.
That's sort of my point. It's these encounters don't have to necessarily. These encounters are not. Shall I say? I hope that you will not assume they're always going to lead to sort of violence and maiming. He sort of gestures
Are you
to Chuck.
assuming that they don't lead to that? Because
Oh,
I have a
darlings, this is
baby-faced
so
goat that
dreadful.
begs to differ.
I mean, to be
Go.
fair, also,
What's that?
all the entities there we would encounter, one was a screaming woman, the other was some sort of eviscerated beings out by a stable. I was waiting for the Burning Man to show up. Like, it
Those
doesn't
were,
really seem like these were non-violent entities.
Well, those entities were. Those entities had been more under control for a while, but things were disrupted again. That was not the fault of you, certainly, but Mr. Baskerville's actions certainly sped things in that direction.
I won't be reading from any books, so don't worry about that.
All right. Ms. Grant, do you have any questions?
No, I'm just excited to be there.
Oh, very good. Well,
I do read books. That sounded like I don't read books.
my
I do
assumption
read
was
books.
that
I don't be
you
reading
don't.
from any books in sort of any incantation ceremony kind of thing.
I see. Yes.
Big fan of Dickens.
Oh yeah, that hot young writer.
I like the penny cereals.
Let's see. What would he have just published in 1884? Oh, he was dead by 84. Oh, he was earlier. Okay.
Aw.
He's not new on the scene. I was putting him a little later. He died in 70.
I mean,
When did Huck Finn come out? Isn't he writing a bunch?
I
And
think
then-
Mark Twain would be writing by now for sure.
Oh yeah.
He'd probably be the big hot thing.
Huck Finn is actually no. Huck Finn has not yet come out. It's published in 1885.
Tom
Okay.
Sawyer, then, yeah.
Tom Sawyer would be out, and I'm sure many of his other books. But yeah, wow, there you go. Look at that.
Yeah.
Interestingly, published in the UK and Canada before in America.
Oh,
That doesn't surprise me.
Especially for the writer of the first American novel.
Oh no, there were American novels long before that.
No, but I believe that's but that's what I mean is like he's credit. I believe that is Mark Twain's credited thing is that it's the first American novel,
Oh,
not like literally the first novel written by an American, but the first uniquely American
novel
novel
of
is Mark Twain.
America. Interesting.
Or like the style of an American as opposed to like an English style or European style of story or whatever. Anyway,
Have we reached the country yet?
we will say that we have. Yes, if you guys have no other matters to attend to.
I have
That's 12 hours.
only 14 more things to ask you.
You changed trains a few times. Sadly, none of them are on the Grant line.
That's
but,
fine. It's good to research the competition.
Yes, they keep trying to give you champagne, but just as kind of like a flex.
Oh,
This is how we treat
continental.
our competitors. But eventually you disembark and then take some carriages, another 2 hours out into the countryside, where you I suppose, actually, I'm going to say even yes, that's no. You do pass a sort of small village, sort of like a small town. But shortly outside of that, you sort of see some tents set up and several carriages and some of this stuff. This is where the government is investigating what they're investigating. This is the kind of countryside you see in lots of parts of Pennsylvania, but there's kind of it's a very nice forested area, but there are these tall, like stone sort of kind of like cliffs, drop-offs and things here, and there are some maybe even some cave entrances. This is by a large body of water. Well, moderately sized. You know what I mean, large to be by a little town. And on one side of it, that seems to be where most of the action is. You guys are led there. And you can see that sort of abutting the cliff face here is a stone structure that I think no roll is required for you all to say, okay, well, that definitely wasn't built here. It is an odd kind of sort of like sheer polygonal sort of like structure. It seems very strange, and the color of the stone on it is a eerie, dull blue. It is up against a cliff face, and any further investigations would probably need to be some rolls made, but it strikes all of you as odd. You do get a mild feeling of eeriness upon seeing it.
I think we'd like to examine it if possible.
Of course.
Yes.
And if you wanted to see this sort of scientific examinations we've already done, I can have them brought over to you here. And you guys, as you sort of hop out, Dr. Day, you can go to a table where it's all sort of written there. There are various people looking around, but you get the sense most people here are kind of just making sure the area is secure and not doing active study. You do see Miss Welland. She is kind of she's walked up part of a little rise, and she's kind of now looking at and sketching the top of the structure. In the structure there is a large sort of aperture that you could enter into. Mr. Green will tell you that the door in question is within the structure.
I'm sorry, I my brain is a little fuzzy right now, but the structure itself, how big is it?
Structure itself is probably
And this is just that weird alien stone.
it is a stone you do not recognize. It has an
Okay.
odd quality and kind of makes you feel weird even when you look at it. It is the equivalent of maybe like a small house, or maybe even like a schoolhouse, like an old fashioned one room schoolhouse. So it's like it's a big room, but it's not expansive, and it seems to sort of be
Not quite a barn, but
not a barn, but bigger than the thing you walk down for a subway station or something. Yeah.
okay.
But not far off from that.
And it's got an opening to it, and inside that opening,
It has
is
an
where the
opening
door
to
is.
it, and you even see there's a couple people who are standing within that opening. So clearly, that's not the door they said they couldn't go into. But he expresses there is a door within. In terms of urchins, you could easily fit 200 urchins inside, but if they're stacked,
200
if they're
orchids.
stacked, if you stack them.
Understood. Like laying down or vertical?
Laying down. No, I meant. Oh, yeah. No, you could if you were willing to lay them down and stack them floor to ceiling, you could fit a hell of a lot of urchins. Did you know that you could fit the population of the Earth into the Grand Canyon 1,000 times over if you stacked us?
That's
I had
kind
no
of
idea.
insane.
Yeah.
It's very large. I'd like to go into the structure.
Of course.
Um,
Doctor. So you're gonna go to the structure? Yes, Mr. Chips.
I'd like to see if I can spot any sort of, having heard some of these weird words that seem to carry a lot of power, last time. I'd like to see if there's something sort of inscribed around
for
the
sure.
structure.
Why don't you make a spot hidden check to look for that kind of thing?
73, so regular success.
The only thing that you can prominently make out is a sort of symbol that is roughly hewn. There do seem to be some sigils and things that you just like don't kind of recognize at all or even have a frame of reference. But there is one symbol at the top that you maybe think, what's your occult score?
Nothing.
Nothing? You got something.
Oh, no, sorry. 61. Sorry, I was thinking of...
Specific. Go ahead and try an occult roll.
Okay. Fail. 79.
You're not sure what the symbol is, but you think that it might be that reads as like an occult symbol to you. It's kind of like a circle and some curves or something.
Cool. I'll make a note of it to either show to the doctor or I'm forgetting her name right now.
Miss Grant.
Miss
Welland.
Miss Grant. Miss Welland.
Understood.
Thank you. When next we meet as the other bookish seeming person.
There we go. Dr. Day, I would like for you to, just because you said you'd be doing it, and unless you're just, you really don't have that other stuff, do you? Give me just a general science that I was going to have you do like a more mathematics-based thing to sort of check their work, but you can do a science. You'll understand what they've written, if nothing else.
Sure. Yes, that's a 14 for an extreme success.
14 is an extreme success. Doc, you look at their readings for a moment. You're like, none of this makes any sense. But then you look it over again and realize that their readings are going to be groundbreaking. Like shocking if true kind of a situation. It does appear that the sort of telemetry indicates that the door inside seems telemetry. That's like a Star Trek term, whatever. I'm fine with it. Basically, whatever measurements they take.
I almost wrote that down.
Yeah.
I was like, nope, that's color.
That's the thing. Whatever they've sort of done indicates that whatever is behind that door is a massive empty space that is clearly not what is behind the door. The door is like up against a sheer rock wall. And you also see that they've tested the rock there and that there is no hollowness within. The stone itself. Oh, there also seems to be some weird like spectrography, whatever very, very primitive tools they had at this time to sort of measure that. There's no light coming from under the door. It seems weird. In addition, the stone itself defies all explanation. They do not know its like. They have also tried like taking some samples of it, and they can't really even chip any off.
They can't chip any off.
They seem to be unable to chip it off, but there's like a big thing where they said like they were like, we didn't want to, potentially damage anything. They have gotten some shards of it that were already like broken off, but sitting next to it that they could hold up and see that it had sheared off. But like putting a decent amount of onto it was not breaking it, and they did not want to bring in heavier means of doing so.
Understood.
So it seems to be a very dense, resilient sort of stone.
Before the doctor gets into any, assuming that's the information, all the information provided, before the doctor gets into examining the stone artifice himself, he would like to, fucking Pierce. Sorry, just read this comment. Before he examines the thing, he wants to secure a couple of the shards to be put away to the side to see if he can't use his previous alchemical instruction of dealing with the extra planar stuff.
If you would
in the fizzing,
if you'd like to do that, you could try that now. In the meantime, Miss Grant has already entered the structure.
I would like to do that, but first I would like to do a general examination of the stone structure.
So while Chips is kind of looking at the thing, you've been looking through that, but Miss Grant, you've entered the structure.
Yes, darling. Yes.
Now, Miss Grant, as you walk inside, it is very cool in here. There are two sort of government agents who sort of nod to you. Clearly, they were just told to give these people whatever they need, so they nod. One of them has a flashlight, and he'll shine it, wherever you want him to. There is it seems kind of like this is just some sort of like weird little antechamber. There are some, they're not really columns, they're like extremely flat pieces of stone that sort of branch up in weird angles sort of towards the kind of raised, it's not quite a dome, but it's, there's kind of some kind of stuff to sort of the raised area. There is then a very clear doorway on the side, which has what appears to be two sort of like handles of sort of bright metal that you would maybe like sort of like turn to cross through the portal. No one has done so.
So it's almost a set of double doors. Is that what we're saying? Or it's
No, it
more
seems
just like
like
it has
if
two
you
handles.
sort of like swing the door like that, like it requires two.
It's just hefty.
It's a hefty kind of door.
I see. A hefty mechanism. I'd like to take. What do these government agents look like? Are they,
They're sort of like
high up? Do they?
No, they seem to be.
What's their what?
You suspect they are probably like former military guys.
Right.
Who are just some they have mustaches because that's that's what a square jawed person would have in this time.
Yes. All right. Well, I'd like to go right up again, like right up to it. I don't want to touch it yet, but I'd love to take a look at. Does the door remind me of anything?
Good question.
The
I kind of like to
structural
let just sort
Rorschach
of
chest.
Just sort of no. I would love it if Ms. Wallen were here, but they sort of. I'd kind of like to just sort of blur my mind a little bit. Just sort of take it in.
Your history is very high, but I'll spare you sort of the roll on that because it's not really reminding you of any. Well, no, I'll take that back. Make a history roll.
All right.
Give you a chance to.
That is a 19.
It is not ultimately. It's the kind of thing you could picture in, like, an Egyptian tomb in a pyramid. It's the sort of thing you could picture in some sort of ancient. It seems old and strange, but also very advanced. And you have no idea how it will sort of bend or move. So it seems odd, for sure.
All right, so the Lowell side are phenomenal art patrons in Boston. So that reminds me of the story. Would it have? No, I don't think it would have, but I'll ask anyway. I'm wondering about Foster Crane.
Well, you certainly know.
And I do, but there's no way I would have seen the tomb or anything like that. So
you have make a luck roll because you're old, so you could have seen the tomb.
Darling, I've only been 35 for 14 years.
Well, maybe you're. Wait, hold on. Legit, how old are you?
Legitimately?
Are you like early?
I'd
50s?
say I'm probably. I mean, how untoward. You never
Right,
asked
sure.
me
Let me rephrase. Andrew, how old
50.
is Catherine Grant?
She is. I think she's probably like 57.
Okay, 57. Okay, 57. Yeah. Then yes, you certainly were alive when the tomb was displayed. So give me a luck roll. Let's see if you saw it when it was displayed.
Hold on. Wrong character sheet.
Oh man, did you know all about the double murders? Did she know all about the double murders?
Wait. Okay, so here's the question.
What'd you roll?
Actually, I rolled a 65, but I have a 63.
So
but
unfortunately, you cannot spend.
You can't spend luck,
roll, but you can always push your luck. That's
I'm gonna
literally
push
a
it.
phrase. Don't push your luck is the phrase.
30.
30. A hard success. You saw the tomb. You saw what Foster Crane painted. That painting was very upsetting.
Ah,
But it
because
was,
of the composition?
it was, yes, and it was much more it was explicitly Egyptian. So I would say this does not remind you of the imagery, but this room maybe reminds you of the feeling.
Ah, yes.
It's to put it into parlance from 140 years later, it's giving the tomb, but
Right. Yes. Yes.
it does not resemble it in any means.
Here's what I'm going to do.
Yeah.
I'm going to tell these boys, these military boys,
Sure.
that just love following orders. I'm going to say, well, it's time. It's time for us to open this up. Go ahead. And I'm going to take 3 steps back.
They say, "Yes, ma'am." They kind of exchange a look and they sort of step over there. One of them kind of goes to the door and says, "Ma'am, do you understand how we open this, ma'am?"
I assume that you use your muscles and turn.
You think it's a turn, ma'am? Understood. He grabs both sides and starts like turning it, and that like doesn't really do much. The other guy's like, I think it's more of a, he's just, "Yes, Johnson." He's like, "Allow me to try." He goes over. He kind of like does like a, like lifts like this, and it kind of shoves it. There's a no go. Then they kind of argue for a second. At this point, Chips and Day, have you entered as well?
No.
Okay, understood. Then,
Dr. Day is very methodical in his science
perfect.
approach.
You're just looking at the
I probably have, because I imagine I was looking at the archway when she like walked past me into
yeah.
it.
You were kind of being like, "Hey, what's the?" Okay, yeah. So basically, one of them goes, "Hold on, Johnson. I think I have an idea." He grabs it, and he then like, twists like that, and in doing so, the door like shifts backwards almost along. It's kind of like turning over 2 axes at once as he does that.
Oh.
And then he sort of keeps
Oh.
pushing, and it sort of and it is just pure black beyond.
Oh, that's...
It is the temperature drops slightly but noticeably. There is no wind, no anything. Make a spot hidden roll, Miss Grant.
Yes, of course. Reminds me of staring down a scab. Let's see. Spot hidden.
Looks like
One
you're
moment. All right.
rocking a 49. Not terrible.
26.
Hey, great. Make sure you click
I'll spend
click that and history for that matter.
that
Make sure you
history.
click them boxes.
I shall, and I'm going to spend 2 luck to make it a hard success.
Wonderful, with a hard success, which is actually luck well spent because you'll get a fair bit more. From what light is in here and maybe the light shining from like the flashlight, there appears to be a ramp of the same stone as in this
Down,
room, leading up.
up. Oh my. Well, I'll wait patiently for my compatriots as I normally do.
It's quite the hole you have here, Miss Lowell Grant. You learn anything?
Quite a tongue you have on you. Well, it seems that there's a ramp up.
Sorry, I'm just hearing Jen from far away.
Mm-hmm.
The ramp, it's going up, right? Is that what you're saying?
Yes, upward, William.
Oh, that's probably good then, right? Up is always good. It's where heaven
I
is.
mean,
It's where rich people live.
oh, darling, if you knew.
Ooh.
Yes.
Dr.
Well,
Day is probably gonna be a little bit. He was looking over a lot of papers. We go
have
get him
you
and say we've.
tell me, William, you know Dr. Day well?
Yeah, I've known him for 7 days.
He is he as emotionally unstable as they say?
Well, within an hour of meeting him, he shoved his arm into a wound mouth. So no, I don't think so. He didn't
Yes,
cry or
well.
scream about it though, like they all said he would.
No, I mean, of course not. Of course not. No, that would be no, that would yes. It's see, women are the emotional ones. All right, wonderful. I suppose
Did
we'll
not
wait for
say
him.
that, but we go ask him and see if he's. I mean, I feel like if we tell him we opened up some sort of abyss to a higher plane, maybe metaphorically, maybe literally, but he might want to come see that. I tell you what, I suppose you should stay here. I'll go ask him.
Whatever you think. I'd like to look at these two boys.
Actually, one of them has already sort of stepped out to like just mention that the door's open. But the other one, we'll say Johnson stayed because that's the only name I've used so far. He's there.
Johnson, anything look different about Johnson? His demeanor.
Look different about Johnson.
Right.
Give me
Anything?
a psychology roll, I guess.
All right, fair enough. Oh goodness, 25.
Regular.
That would be psychology. I'm sorry. Is that what it was?
Psychology. Oh,
psychology.
A fail, sadly.
Oh yes.
Not
yes,
your strong suit. Well, you know, we'll still say it's like you see no change in him. He seems like a pretty professional dude.
Okay. Well, I'll sort of, I will. I'm not. It's not like I've. I mean, this is not as difficult as Brazil, but I'll go ahead and shuffle a few spots back and keep my back toward the wall.
Okay, just facing the opening.
Of course. I mean, it's like the sea, darling. You don't take your eyes off it.
So Chips, if you went out to get Day, you can find him. And in fact, as you're walking there, Agent Green is saying, "Oh, I hear that you have opened the door, and it's a giant black void. Is that correct?"
Well,
from what I've seen,
oh, sorry, I'm not there.
Yeah, you can shout from inside if you hear him.
It's not a void, boys. It's there's a ramp up.
Fascinating.
Yeah, so I guess you kind of caught some of that, Dr. Day. Yeah, Miss Laurel Grant opened the door, and there's some sort of abyss with a ramp in it, sort of a darker than night.
Not an abyss.
I mean, I sort of guess it depends on how you define it. Like, if it goes on forever, that sort of feels like an abyss to me. If it ends, maybe not.
Oh, right. Well, that's...
So I guess, Dr. Day, the question is like, yeah, you can stay here looking at your papers, but I thought you might want to see this.
No, that seems important. Yes. Yes. I guess it did seem like if we were trying to figure out where this came from, if it was going to reappear again, perhaps we should do preliminary work around the outside of it. But
I found this symbol on the archway. Pointed out to him.
Oh,
I found a ramp.
Does the symbol look familiar at all?
Occult roll, por favor.
Si, senor. 53.
Ooh, your occult is 35, so it does not.
Oh. Right. Well, that's unfortunate.
If you'd like to spend all your luck, you can get to it.
You could push it.
I'm very over both of those mechanics at this point.
I understand. He only has a 35 in normal occult. His alchemy is higher.
Yes.
Let me see if this is an alchemy. Hold on. No, it's not. I'm sorry.
That's
Darling,
fine.
Would you?
Would
you said
it
you
be-
saw. Actually, Philip, do I hear what they're saying or no?
You can hear some of it, sure.
Okay. Then in that case, the mention of a symbol. I mean, I love a good symbol.
Mm-hmm.
Um, do I know something about symbols? Would you like me to take a look?
Oh yeah, if
perhaps?
you've got some expertise. I just found the thing. I don't know what it means.
You can try an occult symbol yourself,
All right.
or occult
Perfect.
roll rather.
Oh my goodness. Rather. 29. 29 hard success.
Hard success for your occult. Oh, on the dot, a hard success.
On the dot.
You recognize a symbol that at this time probably was not referred to this, but was in use. That we now refer to as the triple goddess. This is effectively two crescent moons flanking a full moon is the meaning.
Oh.
Sort of
Interesting.
Maiden
And
Mother
what?
Crone is the implication of the
Oh.
the triple goddess is kind of an aspect of Hecate. The sort of sort of phases of the moon meeting.
Great.
Wait.
And
So
in
often
that
a symbol
case,
of witchcraft transformation.
what?
Of the moon.
Yes, and what is? Do we know? Do I know? Am I attuned to
Is
that?
Hector Greek?
Yeah.
Well, she's Greek to me.
It's. I mean, but all of them are, right?
Would I understand any of that having some language proficiency in ancient Greek?
You do have a language proficiency in ancient Greek, so we can say maybe you're familiar with her as a deity, but the symbol itself is not a Greek sort of.
Totally understood. Could I use that as a jumping off point to look for other symbols on this structure?
You may give me a spot hidden or a Greek roll, your choice.
Ooh.
Why don't you do a spot
Kinda like-
hidden and then do Greek if we see any Greek?
Right.
How about that?
That sounds fun. 83.
Hey, that's a
is-
success. It's a success by
Oh.
one. He's got an 84. He's a
Wow.
good looking doctor by literally active look. He's a good at looking doctor. Well, Dr. Day.
That's it.
You do see there are some more symbols on the arch outside. These are sigils. They are not Greek characters. And
I would point them out to Miss Grant,
Okay.
Mrs. Grant.
Mrs. Grant, you can give me another occult roll.
All right.
She does have the highest, although
42. That's a success.
42. These of a normal success, some of them seem to be part of general ciphers you've seen, but for the most part, they are utterly distinct from anything you've seen. But like in a way where you're confident these are other symbols. There's a couple of them where you're like, I think you're like, maybe this is like one of those like general protection marks you've seen and stuff. It looks a little different, but you're like, it's pretty close to it. But the rest of it, you're like, utterly
Novel.
utterly novel.
Novel. Hmm.
Oh, these are unlike anything you've seen before.
Yes. Yes. Quite. Yes. Well spotted. I think I'm going to step in.
Oh, well,
I'm going to whisper. I know while sort of whispering a little Hecatian prayer.
Okay. Sure.
I will take one step on the ramp. Or one step past the threshold.
The gentleman. Well, I said they had a. Oh my God! I take it back. They have fire torches, not flashlights. Those weren't invented yet. Side note, really? That seems weird, but I guess it's battery, so okay, normal. Yes, if you'd like to take a flame, a torch, they will give you a lit
Yes.
torch.
Wonderful.
oh, wow. No lamps. Interesting.
That you could have a lantern. That's true. I guess they
Like
have,
oil
they have a
lanterns.
gas lantern. That's fine. But they also have
Yeah.
torches. They're easier to deal with. But yeah, they can hand you a lantern if you'd like a lantern.
That's wonderful. Yeah, I'll take a lamp. I'll take one step.
All right, Miss Grant.
I want to put my hand on her shoulder before she takes a step in and say, before you step into the unknown, maybe we should sort of attach something to you in case you sort of get sucked in. We can pull you back out.
All right. Yes. Fine. A
Do you have-
tether, if you will.
Do you just not care what happens to you?
I find that fortune can favor the bold, and I think it times takes a little bravery to get things done.
Agents, you guys got any rope?
They can go and get some rope and sort of can tie it around.
This is taking too long. I'm just going to
Understood.
take.
While they're gone, she just walks in. If you step through, there is this ramp.
Yes.
Is this sun like this?
One thing you'll notice about the
my-
ramp as you step
My
onto
experience, no, he's not. Not at all.
is, especially now that you have the light, the ramp has a it is of the same stone as the structure, but it's like scalloped. There's like every
Scalloped?
foot or so there's kind of like a curve
Like a sort of like a step, so you wouldn't fall off.
not quite a step, but it doesn't. No, that's saying
It feels
too
like-
much. Make a
Is it like a scale on top of a scale?
more like a scale on top of a scale? Sure, it's a very subtle thing, but it does give some. It's not like a step to fall off, but it definitely gives some like texture to it. Potentially, it would prevent
that
you
makes
from
sense.
like slipping further. It's not just like a
Yeah.
flat-
If it were a snowy Boston snow.
Sure.
Yes.
Snowy
Gotcha.
Boston snow. Perfect.
Yes.
All right. Because it is a lantern, however, and not a forced beam, though you see, if you sort of shine it and look back, there is a wall that this door is leading to, and you see wall going off in the distance, but the light falls off, so you do not see the sides of the room or and if you look below you, you see a sloping floor leading down.
Wait, I'm sorry. I see
So in other words, you walk in here.
I'm very confused.
You can
Yes.
tell that behind you there is a wall that's like on the other side of this door this strange door is now kind of like twisted up and stuck to. And you could pull it down, kind of twist it down with those hands.
Yes.
But-
Yes.
And below you, you can sort of see like a floor sloping downward, like a broad floor of the same blue stone, in those kind of
Yes.
like weird kind of polygonal kind of like weird facets or whatever.
Yes.
You can look and you see wall in one direction or another. You see nothing overhead. Well,
Right.
we'll say you see nothing overhead, and you see, but if you look to the sides, you don't see like the light does not reach that far in a lantern of this kind.
And the ramp up that I'm stepping on, right? Is the ramp is directly in front of the door,
The ramp
right?
is direct, like the door leads onto the ramp, and
So it's am I understanding this? Am I understanding this correctly? Where it's like I'm stepping on this, I'm stepping here, it goes up, but then the rest of the floor slopes down.
give a more extreme slope, but yes. Yeah, there you go.
Interesting.
Yeah, ramp. It's like if here's the doorway, here's the ramp, and you're like do, and then the floor is like that below it, like
Oh my! Oh,
sharp decline down. So that is what.
well,
you see.
boys. I mean, and if I turn back and say something to them, they hear me.
They do.
Do we see her?
Water's warm.
No offense, Miss Catherine Lowell Grant. I'm gonna wait for the rope.
Suit yourself.
Dr. Day, you've come in here. Is that correct?
Yes.
You don't have
I'm
to.
watching her.
If you haven't, I just wanted to.
No.
If
I
you
definitely
haven't-
would watch her
Dr.
go
Day-
in.
Dr. Day, bring me a stronger light, if you will, dear.
Dr. Day, as you enter, you do notice something, but you're not exactly sure what it is. But there's something familiar in this room.
Oh no. This is terrifying. I don't like this game anymore.
There's something in here that is reminding you of something. But this wasn't it wasn't your main drive at the time, so it's not something you fully would immediately go, but you're getting this little twist in the back of your mind. That wouldn't help, that wouldn't help. Oh, that's not a thing. Give me I can think of nothing better for it, but
Can I approach this in a scientific manner?
Absolutely.
There's a nagging sensation of memory. I'm trying to recollect what it's from.
Perfect.
I would like to begin by going through my senses.
I love this plan. If you go through your senses, which sense do you go to first?
We'll start with the least obvious because those will be the sharpest.
Mm-hmm.
So taste, then smell.
Smell. Close to the door, you smell a scent that you were told was important and that you did witness, but it was, again, not where your focus was. It was something that Mr. Isaac Steele seemed to be fixated on far more than you. What you smell
was it a bit of musk
is a musk
and cigar
and tobacco.
Oh, I knew it. Oh no.
Do I smell that as well?
You do, but as far as you can tell, it's just Johnson.
Yeah, Johnson, you got a cigar? Can I get a smoke off of you?
Oh my. As soon as Chip says that, immediately Dr. Day starts to look. First, he just whispers under his breath. He says, Manticore. And then he begins to look at everybody in the room to see if any of them would fit that persona that they had clocked before.
All right. You say that. Johnson makes no response, nor does Chips, I assume. Miss Lowell is in the doorway. She doesn't. However, you say Manticore.
He says it softly, like to himself. Just to be clarify it.
Yeah, that does clarify, and that's boring, but it clarifies it. Okay.
Oh, what? No, I mean, come on.
Okay. No.
It'll
Say it
come back
louder.
up. It'll come back up.
There doesn't seem to be any response from anyone. And Johnson will say he doesn't smoke. But also Chips, it's probably everyone smells like smoke to the point that, it's not like
Right, I'm just trying to get some of that government tobacco.
the government.
But there's no one here that looks rather animalistic or
That federal
has
tobacco.
No.
Okay, then Dr. Day will say, Miss Grant, Mrs. Grant, you should return. I'm
Are you
not sure how
emotional?
No. I'm being cautious because I believe there's danger present here. It involves one of my previous cases.
Philip, I would like to try to roll something to see if I believe him.
Then let me think here.
I'm already predisposed not to, but I want to give myself a chance to
listen to the man.
to have yes. Oh yeah, that's not gonna happen.
Why don't you roll a no? That's not. Dang. Roll a. Dude, I don't know. I'll tell you what.
Yeah.
Roll a navigate.
No, wonderful. 53. Oh,
A success for you.
I have such a high
You're
such a
incredibly high
okay.
navigate.
Yeah,
for whatever
yeah.
reason.
It's lovely.
It's
lovely.
what was on your thing.
No,
so
that's
it's fine.
hey, navigating social situations.
Exactly.
I love it.
Click the box. You are confident that you understand how to sort of go up this ramp. So if you, I cannot make the decision for you. You don't, in this moment, you feel you will not lose anything other than time. Like it's not like this is your only opportunity. You're totally confident that you can retrace. If you left this structure, you could get back to where you were.
I'm sorry. Maybe I wasn't sort of clear. I sort of meant that like I can hear and sense how upset Dr. Day is getting.
Oh, you're asking
However,
if you trust his insanity.
yes. Because I've heard how he's a little bit.
Wow. I could make a persuade roll.
Why don't you roll a
Oh.
persuade? Let's see how that
Yeah.
goes.
Yeah. That's good.
Let's put it in the doctor's
31. That's a hard success.
A hard success.
Okay.
He persuades. Yes.
All right.
How
All
boring.
right.
Jen
I
was
think.
just boring twice.
I suppose I shall take a step. I shall place my lantern or torch or whatever it is down on the step, and I shall exit.
Oh, so you leave the lantern on the other side.
Yes.
Okay. I like it.
Who is in the room with us?
Right now, Johnson is the only one in there. But, at this point, probably Agent Green would have sort of re-entered, and he's kind of curious.
Is it
It's
pipe
just-
tobacco? I don't have a pipe. I guess that's the sort of the issue here. You took a long time answering me.
What's the issue, Dr. Day?
Are either of you familiar with Manticore?
Oh,
Oh, I feel like I heard that gets said.
are you including
The-
Agent
I'm
Green
not
in this question?
I'm not including anyone but these two, but I'm not saying it silent enough where they
Understood.
wouldn't hear it.
Understood.
They would hear it.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
I'm being fun again. You can have that one. But I ask them if they've heard of Manticore, and I say, assuming I can continue, a previous one of our cases, we came across an entity which we considered a suspect person of interest. They were identified with a unique smell. That odor is present here.
Oh.
Sense of musk and tobacco.
Oh. Well, tell me more about this Manticore.
It's a
Okay. So now the word's been
Look-
said pretty loud a couple times. Okay. Everyone go on.
yes.
Keep doing what you're doing, Dave.
I just want to make sure I'm not inventing this, Philip.
Yeah. It was
Is this
said,
something
yes.
that it was said by the tall buff guy? Yes. When he sent us out on
I
it, it was
think he
at least
said
him
it-
and
he said it
him
to you,
and
but-
our dearly departed well, not departed. Sorry, she's in the hospital.
Mills, yeah.
It's Mills.
They said it, but I swear somebody said Manticore during the events at the fort.
Oh yeah,
They
that's true.
said it,
That is true.
Like it had some different intonations, but yes. Okay.
Yeah, I heard that that word when we were at the fort.
Oh.
Yes,
That,
it's-
I didn't quite get a sense of what it meant. I had sort of assumed that it was something to do with us.
It's what we call this language of power. These words have meanings, but this typhon, this person we feel is behind the spreading of these. There's a
I'm
distinctive.
pretty sure that's the origin of the Jedi.
That's not. I don't even understand what the Jedi is, but we should definitely
Really,
get into that
it's
later.
in your handle. It's like right on. It's like I see it on your screen.
It's weird. Things happen. This is weird. Things suddenly appear. I don't understand how it all works.
When as you're saying Typhon, at this point, Agent Green will sort of step forward and say, "Pardon me for asking. I am unfamiliar with any Typhon. Who is Typhon?"
I think at this point, Dr. Day might realize that there's others around, and can he size up Agent Green to see if
Sure, do a psychology roll.
worth? My psychology is terrible.
That's the problem with this game is it's just stuff you're bad at. You're just bad at.
Yep, 88.
So, he seems you dislike him as much as you already did.
This is perfect. Let me just keep in character then.
Yeah.
Oh, this Typhon, he's a creator of. It goes back to Greek mythology and whatnot, but
Typhon from the
yes,
father of
yes, you and
monsters.
right, exactly. And you know, Manticore being one of the monsters created, and it's this language. So we figured the creator of this,
Oh.
you know, this language thing. But the smell of this person is here in this room,
Smell.
which makes me believe that that person may be in this room or was up until recently.
Wait, I have a question now. When you
Oh, yes.
say that
Mhm.
smell of that person is here,
Yes.
do you mean that there's the father of all monsters is in the room with us, or that one of these manticores is?
Oh, father of all monsters. Although one would assume if the father's here, perhaps his children are as well.
I don't know. My
Don't-
experience is that fathers are rarely around their children.
Don't assume that.
He kind of Green kind of gives a look to Johnson, who does a couple sniffs and says, "Are you talking about that musky odor, sir?"
Yes, that's exactly, yes.
That it's a. I was actually wondering about that. That has been here since we first came on the scene. It has lingered seemingly, sir. I wasn't sure if that was a part of the stone or something, but I now can sense that that's the tobacco that you were probably talking about. Yes, that has been present the entire time we've been here.
Oh, I see. So it's not unique to any of the people coming and going.
I'm unfamiliar with it before today. Green will say, "Yes, I'm definitely unfamiliar with that before today. I've not." So you think that's the scent of? But you've smelled this before, in other words.
I have. It was also lingering in a room where we knew this Typhon had previously existed.
I see.
Presumably spent more than a few days in too. This is a distinctive odor.
It certainly is.
Oh, Miss Grant, did you smell this inside the aperture?
Did I?
You probably did not inside the aperture. It's such a big room. It would have dissipated a little more.
No, not inside the large room, no.
Well, Agent Green, I would suggest that you double your efforts on scouring the area for any signs of habitation or.
I will
could-
pass this along. Yeah, yes, Miss Grant.
No, I'm just saying, to Dr. Day, could it be that what we feel is an entrance is actually an exit? That perhaps the danger is on. We assume that what we don't understand is the dangerous. Perhaps, in my experience, the most dangerous things are the things that are familiar and in plain sight.
I mean, certainly that's a possibility. I must say our experiences of what is dangerous vary greatly, but yes, of course, it could be an exit as well as it could be an entrance. Who's to know? I mean, if you wish to keep going in, I wish you luck. I'm not really certain what was expected.
I feel like before we enter this, whether it's an exit or an entrance, we should make some specific preparations. We should be ready. We should ease our way in. Take our time.
Yes.
Well, I've always said that I don't need to ease into anything. I can just go ahead and just 2 steps forward, boys.
Oh yes, you do. I mean, from what I understand of your reputation, you are a trailblazer.
Yes, that's true. It's the only way to find freedom. So, let's go ahead, William. Do your preparations while we all wait around and smell the tobacco.
It's a pretty pleasant odor other than the sort of muskiness, but all right. All I really
agree.
wanted was some
I
rope.
agree.
It wasn't a whole lot of waiting around.
Where is that
Did you
rope?
bring the rope yet?
There's rope, sure. They've just been you guys have been chatting so much. They've come in with rope and they have more lanterns, etc. But they're just waiting.
All right.
Green is saying to people, there is a smell in this room. If there's some way to take a sample of it, I understand samples have been hard, but if we can kind of sample. But if anyone recognizes this odor anywhere else, we need to speak about that immediately.
Does
Sort of.
does the shape of the path inside the doorway remind Dr. Day of anything? Is it noteworthy enough to examine?
Like the scalloped nature of the ramp.
Yeah.
Dr. Day, my dear Dr. Day, make a science roll. I know you'd rather do chemistry, but this would be science. I'm sorry.
It's fine. It's fine.
I will just warn you ahead of time, to get any relevant information, you would at least need a hard, and an extreme would be preferable.
All right. I'm gonna push it because I rolled a 93.
Then definitely push it.
Oh, that's an 87. That is still a miss.
It is, and you pushed it, didn't you?
I did.
You sound so happy about it.
I have not witnessed this happen yet. I'm very
Oh.
excited about
So basically, a push is meant to be and it's so fun when they're knowledge-based, because it often leads to it. All right, Dr. Day. I'll simply tell you the answer, and maybe the push part is just how intensely and for sure you are going to believe the following.
Jeez, that hasn't fucked me over last time.
No, not at all.
Oh boy, he's coming into another.
Something about that scalloping makes you think that it has to be connected. It's just something about the pattern. You're thinking about ancient manticores. You're thinking about how they're a combination of different animals. They have a scorpion tail, and suddenly you're like, that's what the ramp is. It's a scorpion's tail. It's kind of this curving, like that sort of, you were saying, almost scaled. It's almost like that. And you're like, it must be a path to all the knowledge we're looking for. This must be like they built it as an homage to that power. They built it as an homage to this information. That's what it is. That's what this path means. Obviously, this does not mean you need to rush up it or anything, but you now believe this is almost like a temple to the knowledge.
Certainly. Have we gotten the rope yet?
They have. Yeah, I've attached it to an anchor point. I've got an extra bit of length for me, so we can sort of tie it to it, but
excellent.
Have a path back.
Excellent. Let us begin. Let's go through.
Mr. Green, will you be joining us? That was her name, yes?
Yeah, you green or you yellow?
Sorry. I was writing down something that, oh boy. He says, I'm not permitted to enter through the passage.
All right,
okay, then Johnson?
Doctor?
What's that?
Will you be accompanying us?
Well, no, I'm a government agent, man.
Could we have a gun then?
Sure.
Great. Take a handgun. All right then, doctor, lady. Once more into the breach and all that.
God damn it. Dr. Day looks at his bag of tools.
Yeah.
Looks at the gun in Chip's hand, and then looks at his missing arm and is just like, fine, let's go. He only cares so much.
I feel like this is the last point where Catherine, there's something that feels very, very off to her, that these government agents are not coming in.
Mm-hmm. Now?
What could I... Yeah, no, now. It's just the fact that, yes, now. No, the fact that it's like okay, like now that like things are still like, but they're like, so explicitly not coming in, gives her a little bit of the. It feels like the moment when you're like about to go picket, and then you realize, oh, someone here, I haven't seen you at any meetings. I would like to make some sort of roll around that, Philip.
It is unfortunate in this system that if you don't specifically put psychology into stuff, your insight is like a 10% chance of succeeding, basically.
That's okay.
If you'd like to ask him specifically, you could intimidate or persuade Agent Green.
Yes, absolutely. Oh, I was like, so tell me, you're not permitted or you don't wish to go? What specific order is preventing you from aiding in this investigation, Mr. Green?
That's need to know, ma'am.
Well, I need to know if I'm going to go in here.
Is this intimidate or persuade?
This is intimidate.
It feels that way. Give an intimidate roll. He's a government guy, so, you know.
And I'm going to say, be a good patriot. That is a... Oh. That is a 42. I'm going to spend 2 more
Spend 2 left to get it hard. Yeah.
Yes.
All right. Then in that case, as you say that, he kind of nods to you. I think it's only by virtue, yes, of you sort of being so intimidating, but also what allows you to be so intimidating is your money, your position, your privilege, you know, your notoriety. He will sort of say, it is a government policy, ma'am. It's one that was instituted by my department, at the risk of it's not so much a lack of interest, obviously, and it isn't even an aversion to danger. It is more a concern about people with my government clearances or government access that we have finding something over there that would compromise them.
Compromise the mission is what he said?
Compromise the integrity of the United States. If we don't know what kinds of transformations or information might be lost or gained in a place like that. That's why it's government policy that we don't go. For now.
That's all I need to know, and I turn around and I walk in.
There you go.
Philip, I just am curious looking at my skill sheet. I feel like there's 1 or 2 times this word could have benefited me, but I don't know if that's what the skill is. What is accounting for?
Accounting. No, it's not accounting for taste. Accounting is literal. It's like mathematics, like fixing books. Like you as a gambler, the idea is that you really understand money. Accounting is also probably like whether legal or illegal, I understand where to take this money and do these, sort of stuff. It's business accounting. What were you hoping it was?
Well, just there's sometimes like taking stock is often accounting, sure. Right?
Yeah,
like
if it were, I would allow accounting even if it were like literally taking stock of like livestock or grain or something. Sure.
No, okay, I understand that. I think that's my highest stat. It's ludicrous, but no, psychology is. But anyway,
there you go. Psychology is. Ooh, wow. Why aren't you asking all the questions? Or just reading all the things. Well, in that case, if you enter. You can all begin to
Everyone seems pretty straightforward to me in this instance.
There you go. You can begin to go up the ramp. It's not hard to walk on, but the scalloped nature of it is a little eerie. You're carrying your lantern with you.
I'm wearing practical shoes, by the way.
Well, of course. I mean, come on.
I have options. I brought options.
The rope
3 bags.
Rope is stretching back behind you. What is your marching order, as it were?
I shall be in the back.
Understood.
I guess I'm in the front.
So Chips Day Grant, understood.
Sorry, Chips.
So Chips, as you're sort of heading up, you do.
Actually, you know what? I'll go in front. You let me go in front.
It might be good for Chips to go in front, so he can hold. He has an extra because you.
I mean, it is the source of all.
He does have an arm to hold a lamp.
I'm also pretty observant in both vision and.
Chips, I will say, kind of
totally fine.
Actually, Chips, why don't you give me?
This is so different from D&D, where I'm like, oh, I'll be the sneaky one in front. Where it's like, who wants to be the sacrifices? Yeah. This feels way more like Vietnam than it does like fucking Middle Earth.
Sure does. Can I take a listen to see if I can? Because I'm not gonna be able to see anything. Can I hear anything coming out?
I need you to first give me a luck roll.
Oh, a luck roll. Sorry.
Oh, yeah, not a look, a luck. Many apologies.
Oh no. That's not a rule that I want to hear.
How'd we do?
It's a 57. I'm trying to decide if I want to push this or not.
Well, you only have a 38, so definitely don't push it, but also push it.
This character, right? I'm gonna push it.
Oh my god, okay.
A luck roll? Wait, you're pushing a luck roll?
He only has a 38. That's the part I'm objecting to.
Oh, so much worse.
What'd you get?
Oh no.
What'd you get to?
73.
Oh, okay. If so much worse would have been 96, because then it was a fumble on the push.
It's not a fumble.
But
it
is
is
a
'cause
fumble.
I pushed it.
It is a fumble because you pushed it. All right, cool. So you're going and you sort of begin to see. No roll is required for this. You begin to see ahead of you the blue stone from below and another door at the top of this ramp. Moving with the speed you're moving, or not the speed, but just like the rope is at this point, you have exceeded the length of rope. That was what the luck roll was. You can go no further, but because you fumble, you do so in such a way that the rope like sort of jerks and is like left out by them. All three of you
Oh no.
need to roll a dodge.
Oh no. Oh no.
Actually,
Oh my god.
Actually, roll a dodge, but I'm having this be an easy dodge. So this is going to be, you're only rolling under your dex. Now, obviously, 2 of you have 40 in dex. My god.
16.
16, amazing. Click it. You've succeeded. How did you do, Miss Grant?
I'm spending 5 luck to get to 40.
Okay, 5 luck to get to 40. How did you do, Mr. Chips?
41.
What is your dex? Oh, you have
my
a
dex
super
is
high
75.
dex. Oh yeah. Oh, so a 41 is. Oh man, that's almost
Almost a success of dodge.
just a success at normal dodge where you could have clicked it. Okay, so Day, you get to click your actual dodge. The others don't. However, all of you pull for a moment as like the rope goes swinging, and I assume you guys are all either holding the rope or it is tied to you.
No, I am not tied to any rope.
You're not tied to the rope. So in that case, it's just the rope whipping past you that kind of makes you sort of stumble. But you manage to, just with a little bit of luck, actually, maybe you, ironically, grab onto the rope that is tied onto Chips or whoever, and that's what keeps you up, and Chips stays on. You all, nobody goes tumbling over the side in a real fun way. But at this point, you no longer are tethered to what's beyond. Or what's behind, rather. But there is a door right ahead of you.
I turn and look because the rope snapped.
Didn't
just
snap,
wanna
it just was pulled. Oh, I guess we said
Sure.
luck. Sure, we can say it snapped at like something, it bent somewhere.
So if I turn and look back,
Mhm.
do I still see like light at the end of the tunnel, like from the original doorway we came through? Or is they close us and trap us in there?
They have not closed it. There's a tiny bit of light there, but like the light, like these lanterns are not as bright as one would hope. So yeah, you can almost see it, but it's dim. Also, none of you have good eyesight. None of you are eating carrots. It's just like, it's like, it's you can tell that it's there. You haven't been trapped. You didn't hear a door slam. You'd have heard that, but you are no longer tethered.
All right. Since I'm up front, I'd like to approach the door and like basically put my ear against it to try to listen to the other side.
And while he's doing that, I'd like to see if there's any symbols.
Understood. Give me a listen roll, Mr. Chips. If you are investigating for symbols, give me a spot hidden roll. You do have a lantern, so no penalty on it.
Can I assist with that spot hidden?
You can also do a spot hidden, sure.
Yeah, I got an 89. My good rolls have
Dried up.
waned right when I needed them.
Is 100 good or is 100 bad?
100 is very bad. It is a fumble, and you cannot reroll it. So 100 is a true fumble. So that's fun.
Well,
So that
super glad I helped.
That was a spot hidden.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Why do I say yes to these games?
I don't know.
So, interesting.
Oh no.
Well, I'll let you finish resolving that.
No. Go ahead, Mr. Chips. I need, the longer I think about it, the worse it can be. So yeah, by all
Sure.
means, give
The
me
court here. So the thing is that I have rolled a success
Okay.
in my listen, but I have a pretty high listen,
Mhm.
and it's just a regular success. So do I just push it to just see if I can get?
Sure.
A higher
Join
one?
join the club. Why not?
And now that I feel like everyone has, if you push it, do you still have to check the box?
No.
Because you've already succeeded, you can check the box.
No.
Sure. Actually, no. If you subsequently fail, you can't check the box. Does that make sense? If you have a normal and you push it and get a hard or a normal again, you can check the box. But if you push and then it fully fails, you can't check the box. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah. If you wind up with a failure, the box cannot be checked. Are you pushing?
Yeah.
All right.
It's a 7.
Good push.
That's a extreme success.
On the other side of
Wow.
the door is an almost overwhelming silence. It does not sound uncanny. It does not sound like you're putting your ear to something that is not here. But on the other side of the door, it is as still as a space can be.
I'll just turn to my companion. Like, I don't hear anything on the other side of this door, but it's the loudest silence I've ever heard in my life.
That sounds ominous.
Yeah. Also, if I have a 74,
Mhm.
what's a vital?
Vital for you would be a 3. It's got to be under a 20th.
Oh, I'm so close.
Once you're
so
at an
close.
80, it would be a 4. But yeah. Dr. Day, as you look around, trying to spot something, what's a bad thing for you to see? You do see what you think is a sigil in the center of the door. You believe that it is a symbol that you saw before in the Black Diamond building. A symbol that it meant there was going to be a human sacrifice in the form of all of you. I am not saying you must have the same reaction to it, but you are 1,000,000,000,000% sure that that symbol that meant they are here to bleed us dry alive and sacrifice our bodies. You are sure that is in the middle of this doorway.
Everyone wait. Please
Yeah,
stop.
Doctor.
I see something. And Dr. Day will go up and point out the symbol.
Mm.
Do you all
Oh,
see
this-
this right here?
Do I see it?
You do not, because you failed your spot hidden
Oh.
roll. You see nothing. Mr. Chips, make a spot hidden.
That would be a 15. So that is an extreme success.
You see nothing. It seems to be not intentional, just some wear on the door.
Look, I know that I'm not sort of master of sort of these occult languages or anything, Dr. Day. But I don't I think that might just be some stone where I don't see any symbol there.
Well, I've studied this far more than you have, and believe me, this is a symbol. It's not just everyday wear and tear. And
Wow.
this symbol means, well, to put it in short, it just means death and destruction for us. I would assume, were we to enter this. Now, normally, as I have in the past, I would stop us all and insist upon us not adventuring forward. But I understand that my credibility with some of you may be a little bit less than common. I
Hmm.
merely point this out so you understand what it is you walk into. I myself will remain here until I am assured that there is no death and destruction beyond this door.
That's a
But
fair
that
point.
is
Doctor.
what that says. That is what this door says and means to me.
Well, Doctor, that's a fair thing. I don't see the symbol you say, but like you say, you've studied a lot more than me. However, I would say that the moment I stepped into a room I could not see the edges of, in a space that doesn't make sense in any sort of way that mathematics deems existing, I sort of figured there was some sort of death and destruction coming my way. I just plan to move out of the way when it does, and I'll try to open the door.
Mr. Chips, you have a way with words. It's hard for me to disagree with that statement. I'll let you go first.
I'll say because you said you were at the thing, you saw the way the guy kind of had to like how it's like you saw the weird sort of multiple axis pull. As you do that, you are struck by pretty bright light coming from within, although not directly ahead of you. It appears that what you're immediately looking into is a chamber much like the one you entered.
Yes.
Beyond it, however,
Are there two G-men standing there?
no G-men, no G people. Outside of the chamber, sort of just like, like 10, 15 feet ahead, like it was in the other one, through the door, you see blindingly white ground.
What does it smell like?
That wasn't what I expected.
You do not smell really anything.
Does it look like snow or sand?
It looks
Or alabaster?
It looks more like alabaster, honestly. It looks more like dust. But it is white. And the sky beyond is pitch black.
Given the uselessness of the rope that's now still attached to me, can I take it off and just sort of like toss it into the room to see if like something immediate happens upon entering?
You toss it into the room, it sort of lands.
All right, well, it's not immediate death. And you say it's bright light, so like we can you can see everywhere in there.
Yeah, I mean, right. This room is not lit, but it's the light outside is so bright that.
Oh, does the light like basically not penetrate the darkness we're in? Like, is it just like a
no?
like
It's
ends its doorway.
It's more like it penetrates the space you're in, but it is not shining directly into it. The light you're getting seems to be like from the ground out there, where it's really bright. You're still in that shadowed, vestibule, just like the one you entered.
Guess it really is just like a lot of spot hidden, like that asks, I guess. Now that we have like light, can I take a look around and see if I see anything on any side of the pathway ahead of us?
There's the path ahead of you is just the sort of room like it is leading to sort of the opening, like in the structure you had. You don't.
So it's just another ramp up to another thing.
No ramp. It's like a flat. Like you guys walked into a little vestibule from like kind of an aperture sort of thing, like a big vaulted entry. You walked in and went through a door. You've walked up a ramp and now you're coming out of a door and there's that vaulted entry ahead of you, but looking elsewhere to a bright ground.
All right, I'm gonna walk in.
Okay, you walk in. Anybody else following him?
I'd like to wait.
Understood. You feel
60 seconds.
You feel fairly light on your feet here, Mr. Chips. Mrs. Grant, do you follow him as well?
Yes, I do.
Okay. Yeah, you step in and similarly feel a kind of a spring in your step. Do you leave? Do you pass through outside?
Oh, because we're in another antechamber.
You're
Is
in a
that
little
right?
antechamber, but it's like an open. There's no doorway. You can just walk right.
I would like to see if there are any matching symbol, like.
There were the symbols that he showed you were on the exterior of the structure, so you could step out and see if there's a symbol there.
Yes, I'll do that.
Okay.
Feels pretty good in here, Dr. Day.
I'll step in then.
You step in. Very good. All right.
Does it smell like
Right
musk
here,
and tobacco?
right here, you get a little whiff of it. Yes, not as strong as it had been down there, but a little whiff. All right.
Oh God.
Do you step outside?
Yeah, sure.
Sure.
You all step out, kind of light on your feet as you move. Dr. Day, I think you maybe notice that more than the others would as a man of science, but might not immediately register as you step out. Your feet sinking into this soft, powdery ground. As you step out and turn back and see now almost blindingly blue that this structure is sitting on a huge plain, cratered and barren of white powder, stretching as far as you can see in all directions. The sky above you is pitch black, but it is not empty. There is a blinding point of light, the source of the light here. But that's not what is noticeable. What is noticeable is a massive blue and green spear hanging in the sky above you.
Cool, cool,
Describe
cool.
the sphere a little more.
Yeah,
Sphere
try and describe
seems
this
to be-
this
it's
sphere. Yeah.
largely blue with sort of these large
Mhm.
green and brown
Mm-hmm.
sort of patterns over it, and then
Mhm.
white
Mhm.
layers
White.
of
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
white sort of
Interesting.
forming.
Can I- can
platinum
I-
over.
Can I touch the ground a little bit
Mhm.
and see? Does it have the consistency of like a milk product of some sort?
Yeah, it's like a powder. It's like powdered milk for sure.
Is
Mhm.
the
it-
symbol?
Mhm.
This
Is the symbol? Sorry, is the symbol on the outer arch?
Mhm.
That the sort of Hecate symbol, is that on the outer arch?
no, the symbol
No.
that was a circle and two crescents is not here. Instead, the symbol here is an inverted triangle with a line running through the lower third of it.
Do I know what that means?
Make an occult roll, but probably.
Yeah.
Can I also make an occult roll?
Sure.
See if I understand any of this going on here.
49. I think that's the
Can
word.
I-
That's
Can I
yeah,
taste the
49.
ground?
If you
Oh,
taste the
no.
ground, it tastes like sort of mineral, stone, chalk, rock,
Mhm. Mhm.
chalk, very
Uh-huh,
chalky
uh-huh.
consistency. But you do notice that as like you move up to it, like you're almost bouncing, like you feel light,
Mhm.
you feel untethered here.
Mhm.
Mr. Chips,
19. So that's a hard success.
yes, both of you recognize a sort of symbol. Actually, you'd probably really recognize this as well, just from I believe some alchemical stuff uses this as well, but that seems to be a
Mhm.
symbol of Earth.
Yes.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Interesting. Mm-hmm.
Dr. Day, go ahead and give me a science roll. Actually,
I'll
and Miss Grant, give me a navigate roll. I know you've already done one, but do it.
I'm gonna push it because that was
Okay.
terrible.
Oh my.
67 success.
Miss Grant,
2.
a 2. Miss Grant, your knowledge of maps, of navigation, of stuff, comes in handy as you realize that what you're looking at is that somebody has suspended a massive model of the Earth up in the sky. like a huge, very accurate. But you can
Huge.
see the behind those sort of clouds. You can see the shapes of the
outlines,
continents.
yeah.
And Dr. Day, you similarly believe that sphere is
Okay.
Wait.
I would.
Those are two different explanations. That is the Earth, or it's a suspended sphere of the
I'm
Earth.
simply telling you different things. Go ahead, go ahead, Mrs. Grant.
Understood.
I would like to then. I would like to strain and look and see. I wonder though. Maps can be irregular, so I'd love to see if there's any. I'd like to stare at the Earth and see if there are any opportunities for trade. Is she? She's gonna think that. She's gonna think that. She's gonna. That's gonna be her. That's gonna be the thought.
I think you probably have a few things of like, whoa, that and that aren't as far apart as if you put it on a circle, those things are. Whoa, Russia's actually not as big as you think it is. When you're not looking at a Mercator projection. Yes, Mr.
Right.
Chips.
I'm not trained in it. It's very bad. But would a natural world roll here kind of help me figure out what is real and what is not?
Sure, go ahead.
Oh my God, that's even a thing.
That's what like if you're playing like a survivalist character, that's how you know what mushrooms to eat, etc. All right, what do we got, Chips?
31.
You have no idea what's going on. But as you guys stare here through this doorway, that is where we're going to leave off this week. As you stand on
Now
this
we're
world.
expected it to go, Philip.
What?
Now we're expected this to go.
Haven't you guys been looking at the cover image for this game? We were always going here. I'm gonna flash it real quick. I'm gonna flash a break real quick.
I didn't register that at all.
We've been heading here the whole time. That's all I'll say.
Wow.
All right, Artemis.
With that,
I was expecting the ground to taste like cheese, but
I know. I know you were, and a part of me wanted it.
Oh, a milk product.
It was like
Oh my
milky product, and I was
gosh.
like, maybe
Oh
powdered
my
milk.
gosh.
I know, but no, it's. All right. By the way, do you guys know how people say like the old phrase was like the moon is made of green cheese? Like you remember that as like in olden times people would say that.
Oh, I do remember that.
sure.
now.
Do you know that when they say the moon is made of green cheese, they didn't mean the color green, they meant like new cheese. Like green often used to mean like where you say like this new recruit is very green. People would say something is green meaning it is like young. Not to mean that it's the color green. So they meant super white cheese, but then as the decades and the centuries go by, people are like, why are they saying the moon is made of green cheese? It's not green.
That's a weird turn of phrase, to be fair.
It is. So you've discovered something truly exceptional. It doesn't always have to be violence. I mean, it still can be violence, but it doesn't have to be. But that is where we leave off this week. Thank you, my friends, for joining me from the Earth to the moon.
So good.
Very fun stuff. Well, that was this. Oh my gosh. So last week we didn't play Hotel Detective. I think we are going to play this Sunday, but I have to confirm with Kevin, so don't be mad if we don't. Totally forgot to do that before. I knew there was something I was forgetting to do before this game. But hopefully we play Sunday some more detective nonsense before we kind of can get something else going in that time slot. We have a couple other things to mention for the channel. One is that now on our YouTube channel, you can watch the WonderCon panel that Long Lost Lore was at a couple of weekends ago. That is on our except our YouTube goes to the other YouTube. We have two YouTube channels, by the way. We have at Long Lost Lore. We also have Long Lost Lore Archives. So go to that one. Go to our Discord if you can't find the thing. We posted it in the general on the Discord. Yeah, I could put the link to the video. That's a good idea. That's a bloody good idea, except I don't have it.
I'm working on it.
If you could post the link of the thing, otherwise my YouTube's gonna autoplay and we're gonna hear some copyrighted music. But yeah, it's very cool. You can check that out. And then yeah, that's what we've got going on there. Would any of you like to plug the wonderful things you does?
Well, come see Pierce and I do puzzle and narrative games on Tuesdays and Fridays with Parallel Play.
Hey.
Check the Long Lost Lore Discord for announcements of when we are streaming, and watch Pierce break my heart.
Wow. Because of his
Yeah.
beverage choices?
Because of his capitalistic addiction.
Did I tell you, but can I say what my big objection to that place is?
Please, Philip, tell us.
I have a bigger
Please.
problem. I have a problem with Erewhon beyond anything they're saying. It's not nowhere backwards. Why don't you just have it be nowhere backwards? I'm so mad about it.
It's a cult, that's why.
It's like when Connections is like, let's have 3 things that are similar and one thing that's kind of like it. And it's like, I'm not saying it, I'm not mad because it's harder. I'm mad because it's bad design. Whatever.
Yeah.
Whatever.
I'm not angry, I'm just disappointed.
There you go. And I'm also angry. All right. Anything else, guys?
I should.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I will do really quickly 2 things. One thing I figure I should probably mention, because I used to mention games I had directed on this channel.
You should.
There is a game I've been directing. It is a mobile game. You can download it. It's free right now. It's called Etheria Restart. It's a very fun game if you like JRPGs and you like gacha games. You like something like Genshin. It'll fit in with that. It's pretty fun. I've had a lot of fun working on it. The other thing I'm going to real quick is just something I think that's very funny. I've been like resting my foot on this entire game because it fell off of a shelf. If you haven't read this book and you really like what we've been doing, this is House of Leaves.
Ooh.
Which is a whole book about finding a door that shouldn't exist in a place and the space of the place getting too big inside and the space of the house changing.
Wow. Well, that's
It's
convenient.
really good. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's a fascinating book in terms of how it structures everything within it, like both like as writing and as actually a document. So there you go. That's what I got. Thanks, friends.
Thank you.
End plug.
End plug here. All right, and then that's you. Do you have anything to plug, Jed? Understood. We had enough
No.
plugs with all the entrances and exits earlier that we were mixing up at the moon. So at the full moon. All right. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for being here. This was delightful. Oh, you can read more of my. I posted another couple food reviews on my blogspot blog, you guys. So everyone check out my blog
Hang on.
spot.
I'll post the link because I have that tab open.
Oh,
now.
you have that tab open. I can that one I can just type because I know it. But yeah, you can do that. There you go. There's my food blog. I posted about another restaurant I went to. Anyway, if you want to read about fancy food no one should be spending money on, I'm your guy. On that note, I think we'll log off.
It's okay when you do it, Philip.
I mean, I don't know. I'm trying to provide a public service. Went to a place called Cato this weekend, which is a notable. It's like been in LA for a while and was good but very expensive and had some very good food, but some other things weren't so good. So there you go. That's a little tease. Well, thank you all. This was so much fun. We'll see you next week for the shocking conclusion from the moon, coming to you from the moon. Manticore next week. Until then. Oh, wait. What's a fun one to say for this?
Cheese you later.
I guess, sure. Yeah.
Oh no. To the moon and back.
Good night, Moon.
Good night, moon.
Good night, moon.
Good night, cow jumping over the moon.